Yeah. It makes me think of especially when you said like think and then spend time thinking about thinking. With Socrates, right? A lot of people don't know that Socrates was a sorcerer. He said that openly. He said that he saw that as like, he was like, well, how can I be a man of science and not practice magic? Like that was the way he was like obvious because someone asked like, oh, do you? This was I think this was the writing um memorabilia by Xenophon, if I remember this correctly. But it was either that or it
Mm.
was one of Plato's works. But Socrates is talking to this person, and they're like, "Oh, do you ever do any magic?" He's like, Psh, "Of course I do. I'm a man of science." And he's like, how can I be um, how can I be an honest scientist? How can I be a pious, religious person in the higher echelons of society if I'm not involved in magic and sacrifice, right? And so he goes on to talk about how he was fixing elections. And like he's like, yeah, like that's why like that guy hired me and I made him an amulet. And that's why all the people love him because he's wearing that amulet. He's like, oh yeah, and then I made this thing, and he just starts talking about all this magical stuff that he made. And he's like, yeah, and people are like, Socrates was just a smart guy, and like, dude, he was literally a sorcerer, and he said he was. Like,
Yeah.
why are we rewriting history? Like, yes,
Yeah.
he was smart, but like he was a self-proclaimed sorcerer.
That's great. That's absolutely great. I love how like science and magic or science and religion, they were one and the same
Mm-hmm.
back then. It was normal. It was a normal everyday part of life. I never knew that about Socrates, by the way.
Really?
But
Yeah.
that's awesome. It's like,
There you
yeah,
go.
of course I am. Why wouldn't I be?
Right.
Come on, really?
Because it was so normal.
That's Yeah, no, exactly. And I'm actually very happy that um it is kind of becoming normal again. Like
Mm.
we are seeing obvious magic happen
It's definitely been
in the
growing.
world. Yeah, absolutely. In every direction really, right
Mm-hmm.
hand path, left hand path, you name it. It has been growing. The interest has been growing. Um yeah, it's incredible. Um
Wild stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna have to call it here. I still have another show. Luckily, it's just a guest spot, so I can be a little late.
We can
I
wrap it up.
think, yeah. Let's do that. Thank you so much for coming on. This has been very enlightening. This is really I had no idea it was so prevalent and so normal, really, and that like all the cryptids that we know really